So first, I'm going to read this, and then I'm going to explain to you what it has to do with eugenics, and also that it is in California. It has to do with the medical community participating in eugenics, and this is Loma Linda University, okay, in California. Loma Linda University Children's Hospital. Just like psychiatrists do eugenics of children, but nobody wants to admit that. Child psychiatry. My daughter Lily is a born fighter. When she was still in my belly, my doctor told me Lily had a serious heart defect. Our doctor said it was so bad that Lily would likely not survive her first few hours, and that I might want to consider terminating the pregnancy. That was not an option. As her mother, I had to do everything I could to give her a fighting chance, however slim that chance was. And fight she did. Hours have turned into months, and Lily is still with us. She keeps on fighting. But now we have another battle on our hands, and I need all of you to help me with it. After doctors realized she would need a transplant, and she was put through a battery of tests, she was put on the transplant list so she could get a healthy heart. But soon afterwards, they discovered her brain wasn't growing as fast as they would have liked, and our doctor said that they were taking her off the list because there was the potential for being developmentally delayed. I was so shocked. I had them repeat themselves to be sure I hadn't misunderstood. They weren't taking her off the transplant list because she wouldn't survive. They were removing her because she might have developmental issues. There is no reason to take someone off the donor list. From the bottom of my heart, I am asking you to join me in demanding that Loma Linda Children's Hospital, LLCH, put Lily back on the transplant list and let her have a shot at life. My daughter is a blessing, whether she has developmental issues or not. In fact, there are millions of parents just like my husband and I who can attest that their child is perfect and they wouldn't have them any other way. The fact that someone is disabled doesn't mean they are less deserving of a chance at life, and I refuse to let LLCH take that chance away from Lily. Every life is valuable, and everyone who has the chance to live a full one deserves it. Please join me and demand that LLCH put Lily back on the list. Her life could depend on it. Okay, so remember what eugenics is. It is, quote unquote, the self-direction of mankind, and it involves a bunch of different sciences. They want to play God and decide who deserves to live and who doesn't. Do you imagine being this lady? Let's see, does it show her name? Yeah, Stephanie Para, and having a bunch of eugenicists in the medical community tell you that they are going to let your daughter die because she is defective. This is the type of society we live in, while all of you people play stupid about it. Eugenics is still very much alive and very much a part of American life. And I've been telling you people that for years and years. And I didn't, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know that this is how it is, and when it comes to, heart transplants for children, and probably for adults too. I'm gonna have to look into this and see how deep this goes. Part of me doesn't want to know, but it's my duty to know. We live in a society run by eugenicists who think that they are qualified, that they have the expert power, that they have the merit, and that they are deserving enough to decide which humans deserve to live and which ones do not. That is why there are 65 million preventable deaths every year. Almost every last one of them is a poor person. Rich people don't tend to abort their children quite as often as poor people, for example. People that believe they have the money to take care of their children do not tend to abort their children as often as people that do not. By exploiting labor, they are killing children. Now, these are abortions. You see, there's still some places where people strangle their children after they are born, and it is the same line of thinking. They say, she's a girl instead of a boy. She's going to cost us money. So they strangle their child, and they think it is a mercy killing. They think it is best for the family. Family planning. Planned Parenthood, you know, that idea that warms all of our fucking hearts. So, they're going to let this child die for the same reason the eugenicists would have sterilized people, for the same reason eugenicists believe that euthanasia should occur, for the same reason that the Nazis put people in camps. Developmentally disabled, the mentally disabled, the biracial, the poor, the political dissidents. And all you people think it's okay to turn a blind eye to this Holocaust, to this extermination, this daily extermination of quote-unquote undesirable people in many different ways. This just happens to be a way that highlights my fucking argument. There's so many reasons this video has to be made. I wanted to end on that martial art video so all of you can see, you know, that I'm the real deal, that I deserve more views, that I deserve more credit so I can tell stories such as this, the story of Lily Para, who is gonna die almost certainly because America doesn't care about eugenics. Because society is run by a bunch of fucking scum. And if I venture to say that we should execute them because it's the only way, people will call me a terrorist. They will say I need my medication. Because they would rather let 65 million people just like Lily die every fucking year. And I'm supposed to be okay with it. And I'm supposed to turn a blind eye when this is what they do. They did it before, and I'm not surprised. And neither should you be, especially if you're one of my frequent viewers. They kill people. They let people die. They might as well put a gun to her head and pull the trigger. But they'd rather just let people die and soft kill them. This is the type of scum I've been trying to explain to you exists still. What is more important than the freedom to live? The freedom to decide for yourself whether or not you deserve to live? Your young child deserves to live? Okay? And I don't mean that you should make the wrong choice. No. Let me make this clear now. I mean, you should have the right to choose that your child should live. Not that you should have the right to choose if they should die. But I'm going to avoid that issue on this. We're going to stick to eugenics. You see, abortion is just the most common form of eugenics. There are many forms of it. The pharmacost, euthanasia. Even war is a form of eugenics. And denying children a heart, Ever heard the expression, have a heart? Well, obviously, these people haven't. So just like with the 65 million, I have to sit here and let this child die because you people wouldn't stand with me. You know, I couldn't have put it better myself when she said, I was so shocked I had them repeat themselves to be sure I hadn't misunderstood. With all due respect, I would tell her, don't be surprised when the people who do what they do what they do. I couldn't have put it better myself when she said my daughter is a blessing whether she has developmental issues or not. In fact, there are millions of parents just like my husband and I who can attest that their child is perfect and that they wouldn't have them any other way. The fact that someone is disabled doesn't mean they are less deserving of a chance at life, and I refuse to let LLCH take that chance away from Lily. And I tell you now, it is bigger than LLCH. Some of them probably aren't huge fans of having to tell you that. This goes deep. These people are the people in power, and the legislation just passed down. They are the spiritual bottom feeders who have allowed your child to die. And if you hear this video, know that I hate them more than you can imagine. That I want to kill them more than you can imagine. And that I would scream about how I am going to kill them, but they would take me to the psych ward for having a heart when they don't. And I'm going to leave it there. Please sign the petition. I'll put the link in the comments and in the description. I will also copy this, what is on the screen, and put it in the comments just in case it comes out a little blurry. If you sign the petition, thank you.